Hey guys, Harrison Wood, I'm back at it once again with a brand new video for you, and welcome to Shanghai. Or should that really be F1 2012's loading screen? Close enough. It's time for episode 4 of our F1 2012 career mode playthrough, and since you guys really liked the format of me being a live commentator, you know, unedited footage and all that palaver, I thought, let's stick with it and let's see what happens, yeah? You know, these videos are particularly difficult to make because they are so long and I have the recorded equipment of a 6-year-old girl. It's not great, my laptop is a pile of wank. These things take about, I'd say, 8 hours to render. And then maybe about another 5 to upload, so as you can imagine it's a bit of a lengthy process. But hopefully it'll work out quite nicely. That's the plan, at least. You never know with these things. So yeah, that was my setup for those who wanted to see it quickly. Let's go flash it up. As you can see as well, I qualified a career high 18th. Wonderful. Also, there's a 54% chance of rain, so that could make things very interesting at some point or another. Hopefully it will rain late so I can look like a hero by staying on, like, prime tyres or something, you know. It'll be like my own Champions mode playthrough. So yeah, let's get ready for Shanghai. And I've got some questions, I've got some topics to talk about to fill the time, so don't worry, we'll be okay once the race gets into it and we start to settle down. I can't stand this damn track though, to be honest with you. I've never done well around Shanghai. But prior to last season, I actually won in a wet race round here. I crushed everybody. Anyway, ready? Let's go, yo! What the hell's Webber doing down in 15th? That's a bit weird. First corner, brake hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Vettel's in 14th too. Red Bull must suck round here. Bit of a sandwich going on here. Bit of power coming out. Whoa, what's going on here? The rest had to slow up there all of a sudden. What is going on? These guys are going way too slow. Harrison is faster than you, Massa. Wait, am I really in P6 right now? Okay, maybe 7. Massa made me slow up there. That pasta's all over my neck. Whoa, brake hard. Whoa, a bit of understeer there. Now Raikkonen is all over my back end. There's a joke there somewhere. Okay, so we're a little bit settled now. P8, that's looking great. Some points, possibly. If I can keep it going, that would be sweet. I must admit, I'm not a big fan of the Toro Rosso car right now. Oh, we're going to get defensive because Raikkonen's trying to pass. The car is not competitive at all, but I'm going to try and make something work out of it, you know, as you do. Whoa. Amazing oversteer there. Look at the train behind me. I'm getting attacked from both angles. I have no problem being a train driver today. I'm just saying. As long as I'm in the front of the train, I don't really care. Just saying, yo. Okay, now we're settled. A couple of questions. Friend of the show and fellow Formula 1 director, Mr. Game Right, Scott, asked me on Twitter earlier, are you really the Black Vettel? This is kind of a running joke I've been making on Twitter recently because at one point I was ranked 75th in the world on the time trial leaderboards because I was showing some good qualifying pace or whatever during the game's time attack mode. And I was really enjoying that, actually. It's a decent mode, actually, because, you know, I used to be a bit of a time trial specialist. I was a qualifying guy. Not so much anymore, because I know some guys just, they tune setups for, like, hours on end, and then they're really anal about it, and that's just not, I'm not having to go at them, I'm just saying, that's just not the kind of thing I want to do. So, Okay, Kimmy, come on through. Hang on 1 minute. Sorry, Kimmy, no pass for you. Bit aggressive of me there, but it worked out alright in the end, I suppose. The arrestor is enabled. Now I'm really doomed. But yeah, it's kind of a running joke of mine. But I think it's because he knows I'm a Vettel fan as well. I think that's why he's come out with that little snide comment. But I'm not the Black Vettel. I like my fingers in other places. Obvious joke is obvious. Nah, I'm not really the Black Vettel. I've got a bit more charisma than him, probably, maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm not one to try and toot my own horn, but you know, it's just a little joke that have come out of on Twitter because I'm a Vettel fan. I'm a black guy. Put 2 and 2 together, you know. Reese from Twitter asking me, who do you think will win the Champions League and why? So a couple of football questions, as you do, because you know people know I love my soccer ball, as the Americans would say. Who do you think will win the Champions League? I'd like to think Bayern Munich have got a really good shot this year. I think the top 4, as it was last season, has got a good chance of repeating itself if draws go a certain way. I say this because they're probably the 4 teams with the most amount of depth. Man City, for some reason, can't play well in Europe. It's just a knack for them. I don't know why. They just don't play very well in Europe at all. I'm not sure as to why. Dortmund play really well, but I don't think they're good enough to really challenge the top guys. United aren't really there yet. God, I'm oversteering that point. It's bad. So I think Bayern Munich, who've got a ridiculous amount of depth. Real Madrid, who pound for pound on paper have got the best squad in world football. Barcelona, because their first 11 is so damn good, even though they've got whoa, grass. That's not good. Whoa. Penalty for what? Oh, and I'm spinning it out now too. Oh, I caused a collision with who? Drive-through penalty. Oh my god! I didn't even touch anybody. 2 penalties. You have got to be kidding me. 2 collisions. So 2 drive-through penalties. This is going to be fun. But that's my race pretty much over, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Sayonara. No, I'm joking. You know what? Let's make this a general chat video, I suppose. You know, I haven't got much else to race for today. Let's be honest. One thing that's interesting about the tyres is if you spin out this year, the tyres overheat, so they've got a lack of grip. But actually, that's actually quite a nice touch, I must admit. So I've got 2 drive-through penalties to serve. Magnificent. But yeah, as I was saying, I think Real Madrid have got pound for pound the best squad in world football. Rain in 15 minutes. That could be interesting. Yeah, Madrid look really good. Bayern Munich look really good. Whenever they get their goal scoring issues sorted out. I'm joking, but Bayern Munich look really good. Mario Gomez, Thomas Müller, Iron Robben, Frank Ribery, Javi Martinez back there at the back, and Bad Stuber. It's a really good team. Barcelona's got a ridiculous first 11. We all know this, and we all know that they play a certain style of football which nobody can really stop, which is really cool for them as well. And Chelsea have got a ridiculous amount of depth as well, so I think those are going to be your top 4 contenders. But the great thing about the Champions League is that wait, why did my camera stay like that? There we go. As I was saying, yeah, it's the kind of thing where you need to have depth to win those kind of tournaments. Something I've learned from playing FIFA's career mode over the years is that you need depth to win championships, for sure. If you have only like 18 solid players, then you're not going to win anything. The players are just going to be too tired. But yeah, Champions League for you. Richard from Facebook asked me, who's winning the Indian Grand Prix tomorrow? Well, let's talk about qualifying, shall we? Sebastian Vettel, 35th career pole. Jesus Christ. Third straight Red Bull shutout. The thing I don't get with Formula 1 fans is they always complain that Vettel is boring and what have you. And, you know, Red Bull being so dominant is boring, which I'll actually address in the next question later. But, you know, you can't argue with a car that's that fast, you know. So if lost in a straight line, it's just so good round the corners. I mean, Vettel's on pole, Webber's second. As long as Vettel doesn't blow the first corner, he should probably go on to win it. It should pretty much be a carbon copy of Korea, right? On paper. And this time Jenson Button's higher up the field. He's fourth now. But it was literally Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari. And Alonso's fifth. And, you know, I think Alonso will take fifth. But, you know, I think he's just got to realise the car is not a qualifying car. Ferraris are built for race pace right now. And if he can jump a guy on the start line, who knows what could happen. You know, Ferrari showed very solid race pace around Korea, so the signs are promising. They just got to get their acting gear, you know. Whoops, fuse messed up. There we go. So, possibility of rain. I'm only just above last place. Lovely. I'm meant to be stopping this lap as well, but because I've had 2 drive-throughs, I might as well make an extra lap out of it, right? Or maybe not. But, yeah, I mean, let's be honest, I think you might as well ship the World Drivers' Championship to Milton Keynes from now, because I think Vettel's got this in the bag. Martin Brundle summed it up, you know, it's like, you know, champion in the bag, he's a really cool guy, really nice guy, looks like Brad Pitt. That was his words, not mine. And, you know, he just looks really, really good right now. And he just seems like he's the invincible package. Reminds me of some other German I used to know. But it kind of follows on to a question Roshan from Twitter asked me last night, where he said, who is your favourite Formula 1 driver and why? I think I've made it quite clear it's Sebastian Vettel. I've always liked him from the moment he stepped in the car. He's just a kid with a lot of charisma, and I like that in him. He's a German guy that gets the sense of humour. I've said it before in my Champion video with him. Most people who know me now know I'm a Vettel fan, and if I had to give a number 2, it would be Jenson Button. I just think he's a great role model for the sport. Really, really like him. Very, very nice guy. Really nice guy. Just you know, very down to earth, very mellow. You can come up to him and say hi anytime, and just seems like a very cool dude more than anything else. God, not again. Get out of the way, Timo. It's like Lewis Hamilton in 2007 all over again. But yeah, that's my favourite guy. I like Jensen. There's not a lot of guys in Formula 1 I really dislike. I like them all in their own special ways. There's nobody that like, I don't like that guy for whatever reason. It's light rain in 10 minutes apparently. 10 minutes and maybe 3 or 4 laps time. 5 or 6. Yeah, as I was saying. There's nobody guys I really dislike. I think they're all pretty cool. Only a couple of guys that I don't really like. I'm a huge Kimi Räikkönen fan. I think he's great. I respect Alonso an awful lot. I like Webber because he's honest. I respect Hamilton the racer. I think Hamilton the person's a bit of a douche, just my opinion. But yeah, that's about it really. You know, that's all my main guys ticked off. But who wins the Indian Grand Prix tomorrow? Sebastian Vettel, more than likely. I don't see how he doesn't win this one, unless Webber decides to just F with his shit, you know. Why? Because he can. You know, that could be interesting. But, nah. I don't think we're going to be witnessing any shocks or surprises. You know, this is going to go up on Saturday night, so, you know, obviously I haven't seen anything. But I've only just finished watching qualifying, so make of that what you will. So yeah, a guy question I got asked to try and check where it's from while I'm in the pit lane. Hang on. I can't remember who the person was who asked me this, but it was somebody who said, "Is Vettel's dominance good for F1?" And I thought that's a fantastic question. Something I really want to talk about. Actually, that's a really good topic. I'm trying to remember who it was. When I'm on the next straight, I'll go one-handed and see if I can find out who it was. Because I want to give this person a shout-out. And look at me, I'm now stone dead last. I'm even behind Nico Bloody Rosberg. Or as Tom Jakes would call him, Lord Rosberg. For those guys who are wondering where I got my idea to do commentaries from, it was Tom Jakes is one of those guys, because I used to love his 4-player co-op seasons he did with Matt Jacobs and Chuggy. Great guy. Great series in general. One of my favourite guys to watch in the Formula 1 department. For those guys who ask me who I tend to watch a lot, him, Mickey, Scott, Alex, they're the main guys. You know, anyone you see me on the F1 Show podcast, go check them out. They're all great guys. They're all great video makers in their own right, in many different ways. Okay, on the straight now. Hang on, let's have a look here. Couldn't find it. Shit. Me going one-handed is a bit difficult around here. Hey, my brother's checking it out for me now. Go down a bit, Ryan. Find a status. And that's my brother, by the way. He's find the question, mate. Yeah, because it should have a liked comments on there. That's just from me. Give me a minute, guys. We're a busy operation. I know I'm so busy right now driving for the last place. It's amazing. Hopefully, I'll make this the most entertaining last place video ever. You found it, mate? Yeah, nice one. I'll have a look at that in just a second. Yeah, sorry for the small delay there, folks. Thanks to my brother there for actually finding the question for me there. It's a bit difficult when you're doing this at the same time. But, yeah, I mean, there's not much else going to go on around this race, really. I might get a few guys, you know, the terrible back markers and all that, but that's about it. That's me wondering, should I knock the difficulty down to professional so I can make things a little bit more entertaining? If you guys want that, let me know. I don't mind knocking the difficulty down. I know Athlete runs it on professional. But anyway, the question was by Andrew. Andrew on Facebook. Thanks for the question. It was is Vettel's dominance good for F1? Well, has he really been that dominant this year? Second half of the year he's been dominant, but first off it was all wide open. We were all so excited because it was literally like the NFL. Any given weekend, somebody who got their car hooked up right would win a race. But last 3.5 years, it's all been Red Bull. They just have such a great development team, and you know, they have so many. They have the drivers, they have the talent, they have the right engineering guys back there. The team principal Christian Horner's very, very smart. He knows what he's doing. So you know, it's a situation where you got to give the team their props. They've been dominant for such a long time now. Is it good for F1? Well, it depends on if you're a fan of him or not. If you're a fan of it, you're just going to put your blinkers up and ignore it. I will admit, Vettel is not the most exciting guy in the world to watch when he's leading a race, but that's just because he's so good. I mean, you can't blame him for that now. I mean, the guy's a talent. It's just how he is. But, is it good for the sport, though? I mean, Schumacher's dominance was good for the sport, in a way, because it kind of made a star out of somebody, you know what I mean? Schumacher became, you know, the Red Baron, you know, the highly respected figure we now know today, and you know, one of the all-time greats. So, in a way, it can be good, but in a way, it can be bad because you know, a lot of naive people still think Formula One is just a bunch of guys going around a circuit, you know. So you know, you can easily, there's two ways you can look at it. I mean, you can say it's probably bad for the casuals, but for the hardcores it won't be a big deal, you know. Because like I said, for those hardcore fans for a long while, Schumacher was dominant for many, many years, and I know for a fact not many people complained. Or maybe they did, maybe we just didn't know about it. I think it may have something to do as well with the fact that, you know, the internet wasn't that popular back then. You know, there wasn't really forums to talk about Formula 1 or things like that. There wasn't really a place to it wasn't really an avenue to talk about Formula 1 because the internet was not as big as it is now, and it's so much easier now due to places like Twitter and Facebook where you can just talk about Formula 1, and you know, it's much more easily accessible to the public. So maybe that's a factor as well. But is it good for the sport? Yes, in a way. No, in a way. It's not a simple one. So, you know, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I don't think Vettel's been that dominant yet. I mean, 3 world titles, though, you kind of automatically put him as one of the best ever with 3 world titles, because not many guys won 3. I mean, Schumacher, Senna, Prost, Fangio. I'm sure Ryan behind me will tell me any other who's won 3. Or did I get everybody? Brabham? Brabham won 3? Fair enough. Thanks, mate. DRS. Yeah! Cool DRS pass. How awesome. God, these brakes are good. Charles Pitt next. At least I'm making this race somewhat entertaining by overtaking the highly important lap markers. Which, you know, I'm still up in the air whether it should even be in Formula 1 or not. I mean, yeah, it's good because there's more cars on the grid, which it's a problem that MotoGPs have to deal with for many, many years. You know, the idea of, you know, we need more guys on the grid to make us more money. Get more guys. You know, the same way, again, the cars really are not anywhere near competitive. I mean, they're like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds a lap slower. But it gives other people opportunities to get into the sport. So, you know, it's got its plus sides too. I mean, more guys on the grid means more potential talent for other teams to snap up. And, you know, it's always good to see more young talent come through. It's like Formula 1's got this kind of massive youth movement going on right now, so anyone over the age of 30 is condemned whose name isn't Jenson Button or Mark Webber. You know, Schumacher's leaving the sport. Webber might be retiring next year. Jenson Button's been thinking about retirement for the last 3 years. Formula 1 is becoming a young man's game. Whoa, 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 whoa. Arguably the best guy in this sport right now is a kid who's 25 years old, and he could be a triple world champion at 25. I mean, now you're seeing guys like Sergio Perez, who's doing really well, and he's 22, and he's going to be in the McLaren seat next year. Just like Lewis Hamilton was when he first debuted in 07. So it's a young man's game now. Speaking of MotoGP, props to Casey Stoner for putting it on pole for Phillip Island tomorrow morning. Good to see him back off that horrific crash he had at that terrible Indianapolis track. Just so unsafe. Yeah, good to see Casey back doing well. I mean, I'd love to see Dani Pedrosa win the world title this year, but I think it's going to be Jorge. I think Jorge's just about done enough, in my opinion. He's what we call doing a pros. He's got his calculator out and he started working out that he doesn't have to race hard. Clouds coming down. Could be some rain on the horizon, but it's not going to matter. Come on, let's see if I can see if I can get into the top 20 before the end of the race. Come on, Charles Pick, I'm coming for you, bro. Oh, it's raining. I think it's raining. Yep, there is rain coming down. Here we go. Let's see if anything happens. I doubt it. I think it's too early. Or too late, I should say, for it to affect the race. Blue flags? Oh, crap. Here we go. I've been lapped. Oh my god, I suck. That's never happened to me before in Formula 1. I've been lapped. Good god. Hang my head in shame. Yay, P20. And now the track is going to be damp in certain places. That's going to be interesting, right? It's coming down quite hard, actually. Might have to be slightly careful on this final lap. As long as there's already one, obviously. I know that, yeah, my race is over. So yeah, there you go. 20th. I believe that's my worst ever finish in a video. That did not go according to plan. I think me running wide and then getting tagged for 2 penalties, I think that was a load of BS, quite frankly. I'm not happy about that at all. I think that was very unfair. I didn't even tell I hit somebody, to be honest with you. But yeah, my apologies, guys, if my driving wasn't that wonderful. The car is not that wonderful. I'm doing the best with what I'm given. But like I said, if you want the difficulty knocked down the stage, I don't mind doing that. It's up to you. Let me know what you think below. I've been Harrison101. I hope you enjoyed this career mode video, and I will catch you guys next time. Sayonara.